It is 97.7 KTPI, the AV's best country. It is Justin Michael and Big and Rich bringing their Peace, Love, and Happy tour to the Antelope Valley Fair on August 21st. Fair kicks off on the 16th. On the line now, John Rich. John, how are you, buddy?
Man, I'm doing great. We can't wait to get out there and have some fun with you folks.
We cannot wait to see you guys. You guys are bringing the party to our city. Isn't that right?
You were saying it exactly right. You sound like you could almost be in the band, man. You're nailing it.
I don't know about that. But what can we expect from the show?
Well, so Cowboy Troy's coming with us.
Yes.
It is a wild show. I'm sure there's some people out there listening that have probably seen a Big and Rich show, but it spans the gambit from, Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy to songs like 8th of November, which is about our veterans, and we bring them up on stage. It's everything in between, and by the time it's over, your ears are ringing and you're soaked in sweat. You want it to keep going, man. It's something else.
I am so excited. I've seen you guys in concert, so I'm stoked for this. I want to know, though, how are you staying cool up there on stage? Because, man, it's so hot right now.
Well, we have a little cool, ice-cold whiskey, by the way. It keeps us hydrated. Of course, we drink a lot of water through the day so we can have that whiskey. It's been hot this summer, man. We stepped out on a stage the other day and had a thermometer on stage that was at 118 degrees where we were standing.
Oh, my gosh. How in the world do you keep performing like that?
Man, the audiences, as you've seen, you've been to our shows before, half the time they don't even sit down. I mean, I've seen audiences this year never sit down the entire show. They're working as hard as we are, so we love going back and forth with the audience, and it just becomes one big giant party.
And, I'm so excited about this, too. The Redneck Riviera whiskey, of course, your whiskey. What made you want to get into whiskey making?
Well, I've always been a Crown Royal guy. I know there's a lot of Crown Royal drinkers out there, Canadian blended whiskey.
Yeah.
And I started thinking, well, where's the American blended whiskey? And I could not find anything called American blended whiskey. So I thought, I'm going to see if I can come up with something brand new, something that's all American, and see if we can make it the smoothest thing on the shelf. And after working on it for over a year in 2017, I'm pretty confident that I have created the smoothest whiskey on the shelf, and it's all American down to the glass it's bottled in, all the way to the cork in the top of the bottle, made in the USA. I give 10% of every bottle sold to the Folds of Honor, which is a great organization that puts kids through college who lost a parent in combat fighting for our country. Redneck Riviera whiskey has now paid for over 50 college scholarships in 16 months.
Wow, dude, that is amazing. I was reading about the whiskey, and it says, I love the description. It's a small batch whiskey with vanilla honey smoothness and a subtle oak finish. It sounds so good.
I know. It feels like you're drinking it when you just read it.
I can't wait for a sip of that. Now, we're sending some lucky people backstage to meet you guys after the show, and there's a whiskey tasting event. What goes on there?
So I have a Redneck Riviera whiskey tour bus that's all tricked out, and some of your lucky winners are going to be able to come back there, see me and the band and Troy and everybody, and have a cocktail, have a Redneck Riviera whiskey, get some pictures, hang out, chat for a minute, maybe play a couple of songs, and just have a great time, man. Before the show, like I said, this whiskey is all over California. It's at Albertsons and Winco and Vons, and Walmart has it now. So it's all over your state, easy to find. Like I said, every time we sell another case of that whiskey, those checks just keep getting bigger and bigger to Folds of Honor. It's a pretty incredible thing to watch.
That is awesome. Now, one question is Granny Rich going to be there?
I doubt she'll be on this one. She's
Dang
87 and a half.
Oh, I love her.
She comes to a few, though, I will tell you. There is a Granny Rich Reserve out now, which is the reserve version of Redneck Riviera. It's also in California. And that's her stuff. Like it's built right off of her profile and what she loves about whiskey. And she and I get to do this together. How cool is it, by the way, to have a grandmother who's almost 88, still runs her own business, lives by herself, has a couple of cigarettes, drinks a little whiskey, works hard, plays hard. It's the coolest thing in the world.
I love. Was that her in that teaser video on your website in the Trans Am?
Yes, where she's driving the Smokey and the Bandit car to the liquor store. That's Granny Rich. Yes.
Did she actually drive the car?
She can drive it. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
She still do it. I know, man. She's a trip, but I think she represents a lot of what's great about our country. People that work hard and play hard, and they're patriots, and they support our military, and they just want to have a good time being in America and loving their life. That's to me what what Granny Rich stands for and why she's so important to me. She's somebody that I definitely idolize and look up to.
She is amazing. I hope one of these days I get to meet her. She seems awesome. So tell me about this. October 3rd through the 6th, the Made in America National Event in Indianapolis. What's that about?
Oh, man, I'm glad you asked about that. So this is the first ever Made in America event where it's all businesses who make their products in the United States and hire Americans, keep jobs in America. And I'm a big part of it because Redneck Riviera whiskey is made in America. And like I said, my glass is made in America and my corks and everything else. I've got over 300 employees now and growing.
Dang.
So I think it's important to keep our jobs here and really put a focus on those businesses that do that. I'm seeing more and more businesses launch their companies here in America, which is a great sign of things to come. I'm proud to be a part of that group.
Well, congratulations on Redneck Riviera whiskey. I haven't tasted it yet, but I cannot wait to taste it. It sounds amazing.
It is. Just put it on ice, man. That's all I do. I don't mix it with anything. It is so smooth. And to look up and say, 16 months ago we're shipping our very first case, and now in a state like California, because I wondered how Californians would like it. Will they enjoy this drink? Will they go search it out? And sure enough, man, California is absolutely blowing it up with Redneck Riviera whiskey. We start talking about Walmart, Albertsons, Vons, Winco, all the big grocery stores, and tons of your local stores. If people want to find it, it's very simple. Go to redneckriviera.com. The front page has a store locator. You click on that with your zip code. Boom, you find all the stores.
Very cool, man. One more thing. Any new Big and Rich music in our future? Last thing we heard, wasn't it 2007?
What would you think about a Big and Rich Christmas album? Have yourself a Big and Rich Christmas.
Dude, you guys are what's missing from Christmas.
I know, right?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we got to do it.
I can't wait for that. That's a little teaser there from John Rich. Can't wait to see you guys August 21st at the AV Fair and Alfalfa Festival. Okay, John?
It's going to be a blast, man. Thanks for the time, and look forward to seeing everybody.
Thanks so much, buddy.
Thanks, bud.
All right, stand by for us to tell you when to call to win your tickets, or you can buy them right now at avfair.com.
97.7 KTPI